all of us in DG Move, in particular Commissioner Bulc, we have this vision of clean, connected transport of the future, and this all means sustainable. Clean, it's really zero emissions, there's no congestion, no polluted air in our cities. According to some estimates, 400,000 people in Europe die of premature deaths annually because of air pollution. On one hand, you have organizational barriers. There is so many things going on, and there is a need to have dedicated platforms to exchange information, and in particular, the best practices. Secondly, crucially, there are financial barriers. All these new technologies, new ways of mobility require significant investment. So what we need to do at the European level, at the regional level, national level, we need to pull up resources and to really plan well and then to execute. Certainly things to watch out for are this switch from traditional fossil fuel burning engines towards low or actually zero emission engines like electric or hydrogen. Now, we have to be realistic. This is not going to happen overnight, but this switch to the future generation of low emission engines is happening. Secondly, probably driving this transition with an enormous speed will be digitalization. It is happening in front of our eyes. Sky's the limit. We can't at this stage really predict the speed, but we have the commitment of the producers to, by 2019, put on the market the first cars that will be able to communicate to each other. At the same time, Europe needs to embrace these changes, this ongoing and unfolding industrial revolution, and ensure that it remains at the top in terms of competitiveness. Now, from the Commission side, of course, what we can do is to, you cannot interfere on the market and produce new apps. I mean, there's people who are much more capable of doing that than Commission officials. But what we can do, and will certainly continue to do, is to ensure that there is the right framework in cases when it's needed, and up to the Commission, also legislative one, for all these services to expand further, to develop further. So basically what we need is really an enabling framework for all these new services to flourish.